Hey everyone, well, Wolves here. Okay, so we're just keeping this live. We started at John's Comic Kids. He did a great unboxing. He picked up, I believe he picked up a Fantastic Four 53, and he picked up a Avengers number 4. So that was a great unboxing. And so from there we went to JP's Comics, and we've been talking and we've been hanging, and now just keep the ball rolling. We're going to keep this going now. Okay, so hopefully I did this right and we're live. So, and I've been like, whoa. I guess I am doing this right. Here we go. Whoa. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
So okay. So okay. So Chris wants
and John's in chat.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to hop on, but he's in chat. Okay, what the hell is that? Okay, so okay, Chris, hold on. I'm gonna send it out.
Hey, Captain.
Captain, you went on? I miss you. I really do miss him.
I really do need to watch this movie.
Which one?
It's been a few years.
Yeah, you have to. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Do you know people are buying that for like 50?
It is my Marvel movies that I remember. This is the type of Marvel movie I remember.
Perry, hop on. That's a classic. That is actually classic. Captain Comics. I know Captain's on vacation or was on vacation.
Oh yeah,
I just love that. I love that. Okay, I'm not making any money or anything, and I've been up for like at least a half a minute. I love that bastard. My captain.
What about this bastard?
I don't see him. All I see is a freaking black screen.
See an eye.
Oh, there you go. I love that bastard.
There we go. Should I do this?
There you go. You know something? Why every time you hop on my stream, you're in a car? Are you like trolling somebody?
I'm not in a car every time I hop on your stream. I'm in a car every time I hop on Mark Legion of Comics stream because I normally hop on his stream when I'm going to work.
So you're not going to work now?
Yeah. Why? We got another vampire.
I don't know. I thought this was the trend.
So, Chaos, Chris, why are you in the car now?
Huh? I'm gonna go bury a body.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, it's only 7:35. I'm driving somewhere to go watch the UFC fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for me it's 7:35 only. So
I got a little mini fridge up here, and the door sometimes doesn't shut all the way.
So what are you drinking? What protein drink are you drinking?
Water.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Chris is a Uber driver. That's what he is.
A Uber driver. I'm a Uber driver. Well, you're a Lyft driver.
A Uber driver.
Yeah.
Oh no, Perry.
I was just on a stream with Perry where he just sort of stood there.
There's like 4 people and everyone's talking at the same time. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna wait.
You could have laughed.
I did.
Okay, cool.
I do love Perry. He didn't say something intelligent when it was his turn to speak.
Wait. Did you just say Perry said something intelligent?
I did. And I want everyone to mark their fucking notes that I said something nice.
You complimented Perry.
I compliment people all the time.
I'm not sure that's chaos.
I compliment people all the time.
He's no longer causing chaos.
Yeah.
He's gonna change his name.
I'm not sure.
I'm compliments and comics. Oh, that's a good name.
His name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like pretending to be him by hiding in the dark.
Well, look at you. Trying. Yeah. What? The lights go out?
He's got candles going. Oh, right.
I'm gonna take a nap. So.
You're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay right here.
You got me for 23 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Why?
Because I'm old and I'm lazy and I'm tired.
I'm older than
Don't
you.
spend these 23 minutes asking him why he's leaving. Let's not do that.
If you want to stay for 23
Cherish
minutes,
the
go right
time
ahead.
you have together.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm staying for fewer minutes.
Oh, you guys.
Perry already left, so.
Yeah, I hate when he does that. He puts that freaking thing up, and it's like, I'm still here. No, he's not here. He's gone away.
Until he comes back.
He's probably on another channel doing something.
Tony,
We should all put rapists. We should all put rapists on our little mute card.
Put him backstage until he comes back.
Okay, I'll do that. Hold on. I'm still working on this thing. Hold on.
The guy's getting a yogurt. Give him a break.
Well, when he comes back, he can be back on the stream.
There you go. John, I called the Irish
It's called the Irish goodbye. I don't know. John, get in here.
I thought that was something off of.
Thank you, Joe.
I forgot what the name of that website is.
I think it's time Joey Bag of Sevens gets on streams. I think we're done with this. You're only in the chat.
Hey, if he wants on, I'll send him the link because he's always in the chat.
Yeah, it was cute the first 4 years.
First 4 years.
4.
It's time to hang out with everyone. Like it's time to just jump on streams now, Joey.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah, Joe, get on. You got to start jumping on, or be on my channel. But I rarely go live, Joe. If you come on a stream, I will go live.
That's cool. That is cool.
And then it'll be great because it'll just be like you're not on the internet because no one will watch. So it'll be perfect.
I watch you.
Actually, I need Perry to come back because I need him to subscribe to my channel from like his 9 other channels, so that
that'd be awesome.
I can actually get to 4,000 subs because I've been setting like. Well,
okay. So all right. So okay. Okay. So JP, like everybody on my stream is the same people who.
Everybody on your stream is subbed. Well, maybe not. Maybe they all gave up on me a long time ago. They might not be subbed anymore.
Oh, hey, Chris, look at Joe's.
What?
Can we read Tolstoy together?
Read Tolstoy together. There you go.
Yeah, we can read Tolstoy together. I'm reading Tolstoy.
Uh-oh, we're losing chaos.
Oh no, reception.
He lives in a desert.
He drove into the desert.
I went under a bridge. I didn't lose you guys, but I went under a bridge for a second.
So yes, Chris will read Tolstoy with you.
John, you're not subbed to anybody yet.
That's a guy. If he's doing this,
yeah, he's not hanging out with his family if he's in the
family. I understand that. I love his family, but
if you're going to spend time with them, spend time with them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
Don't be on the chat.
Phone down.
Put the
Don't be
phone
on the
down,
chat.
John.
I'm spending time with my
Really? It's easy for you to say.
being such a Tony.
What? Okay, Chris. What did you just say right now? Because it sounded like a ping pong game. Say there you go. Doing it again.
Good riddance, John.
Bye, guys. Yeah, go spend some time with your family.
Yeah. If you're not going to hang out with us, if you're not going to really hang out, then hang out with your
Don't even
family.
bother.
Honest to God. So JP, how's it going with you, man?
I'm not working next week, so that's good.
Oh, I want to tell you, congratulations on that project that you finished a couple weeks ago.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see what happens. Now we're in the wait mode, but let's see what happens.
So what's the next project you're doing on?
Oh, I got a couple of different things going. So,
Like what?
well, they haven't officially started yet, but one of them we're going to be looking at. We're working with our DNR agency to develop criteria for what should be in cold water systems in our state because we don't have a good handle on what those communities should look like. So doing a lot of rivers and stream stuff and cold water systems is what I'm going to be doing. So
cool.
You work for a utility? You work for a utility?
I work for a Department of Conservation. I work for a state agency.
Oh, okay. I work for a utility.
JP,
It just sounded like utility work.
Looking for ASM 59, I've got a copy.
What?
If you ever get to looking for an ASM 59, I've got a copy.
Work. I am looking for it. I just don't have the funds.
Flat forgot it.
Well, it's been. I told you, like that's on me. That's not on you.
No, it's partial on me because I totally forgot it, and I, could have sold it or something.
Well, if you had sold it, if you had sold it, that would have still been on me because I didn't. Because you had it, I didn't prioritize it. I bought some other stuff instead. So
well, it was one of those things. I don't know. I got it for a good price. I like ASM, but it was a higher quality slab than I normally get for them for the earlier ones. And,
yeah.
That's it. Me, I'm working on a phase 2 of so there's a lot of fat people in where I live, and
America.
So, yeah, you live in America.
Right, so I work for a hospital group, and we're changing a whole floor into a bariatrics unit, but not for the doctors and treat. There's they're not doing the surgeries there, but they were going to see the patients and stuff.
So,
okay,
hey Tony, question.
What?
Is Perry backstage, or did you just leave him back there and not paying?
No, his face is still there. No, I've been watching. So we just did phase 1, and so it's a big deal because it's a big deal. So we just built phase 1, and I just built a whole closet for it, which nobody thinks when you work in a hospital, nobody thinks that network is worth anything until their fucking computers don't fucking work and their phones don't fucking work and all that stuff. So we just built a whole exam area for patients, and we built a whole closet for the whole floor. So that's my phase 1, and phase 2 is coming up when the bureaucrats can decide how much money they want to spend on phase 2. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Okay, so I'm sorry.
Are we talking about work now?
I just did just now because he was talking about work.
No, you asked me about the project that I was doing, and then you followed up by talking about your work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So don't say we were talking about work. You started the work talk.
I'm trying to start a conversation.
We're building lots of solar because we have a lot of flat. We have a lot of flat, empty ground that's useless, and a lot of sun. So why Nevada isn't just basically a giant mirror is beyond me.
It should be, actually.
Yeah, it should be. Problem is trying to make all of the solar panels right now. So.
Oh, really? It should
be.
It's
solar panels right now are tough.
It's a perfect area for it. I mean, it's a desert. There's nothing there. It's a desert. A lot of sun.
I mean, that's where it's headed over here. It's like the one thing you can actually do, by the way, in all of the area of Nevada that we're not supposed to live in because we were testing nuclear weapons in it. You could drop some solar panels in there.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you do for a living?
IT. Yeah. I knew you worked for a hospital.
So like porn?
Until just now.
Yeah, no, I work in I do IT for a hospital group. It's more infrastructure, not more so it's more hands-on, not there's a group in my team that's all just screen and they
that's what I am now.
Yeah.
I'm a Windows sysadmin now.
Yeah.
And have been for the past 16 years, except the first I mean, of that 16 years, the first few years was we still had to do our own physical servers and wire them, from the patch panel down to the server,
Go ahead.
and stuff. So, networking took care of it past that, but we still had to do all the, stuff. But now all of it's not even in the same state as me. So,
Yeah. So my team we have 3 hospitals, and we go from the Cape into Rhode Island. So we do 2 states. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who just who work the everything's behind the screen, and they type away and they figure what's going on the servers, whatever. And there's 2.5 people, because the other half does that also, who works physically with the hands for infrastructure. So we have a team. Who's this? Eat, pray, and no, the device is not connected. Who's this person? I don't even know who this person is. Anyways, so all right, see you later. Anyways,
Yeah, I said he was leaving soon.
oh, that's him. Okay, there you go.
He probably love.
Yeah, I know. It's like, who the fuck is that? So my team is physical infrastructure. So we do construction. We have from everything from, we built a brand new ER at one hospital. We knocked it down and rebuilt it, and we had to take it, move to a temporary location and hook that up and everything and keep it going. And then we built a brand new freaking ER, and we moved everything back, and now that's wound care or whatever. To basically I vacuum closet for PM. So it's like, so I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways.
I don't know where you're going with it either, but
Oh, screw you. Put a light on, will you?
there's a light on. How do you think you can see my face?
I don't know. I can't see behind you.
It's
Could be a crick.
You just saw it for an hour plus. The other
before I took my current job, where I've been for 16 years, worked for public schools and did technology there. And whenever you're doing that, you're everything: infrastructure, the person behind the keyboard,
Right.
PC support,
I don't do PC support. We have those people, but physically, you have to be in the closet doing this, that, to the other thing.
Yep. And then, so in that, I mean, I even ran fiber, terminated fiber ends. I meant, and of course, Cat 5. I don't know how many thousands of Cat 5 cables and stuff I've made from.
What I went through, because we just opened up that project that we did with the bariatric. The building was old, and the fiber was OM1. But the new fiber in was OM 3 or 4. Okay, I'm losing people there. But anyways, that was such a pain.
losing me, you just lost chaos.
I'm more than just freaking comics, and I know what I'm talking about. I know technology. But anyways,
no one believes that. You're old. You can't know
no,
technology.
it was a pain.
I seen Tony trying to work a laptop, and it took him 45 minutes to do the most
I
simple
find
of
it
things.
humorous that Tony works in IT, and yet every time we're on StreamYard, he doesn't know how to maneuver people around or operate StreamYard.
Because this is not reality. All right, this is not money making. Okay, this is like a bunch of guys getting together, and Perry's sitting in the corner going, "What the fuck?" And I can click on it. And that's what this is.
You know what? I wish we hadn't run John off, because I wish he'd just logged into the background and messed with Tony. That's the one thing we shouldn't have run.
Start changing names, stuff like
Start
that.
changing names, and Tony wouldn't figure out how to do it. To fix it.
Seriously, I actually, to get out of trouble that last time, because I was supposed to be like, why weren't you in bed last time? It was John. John wouldn't let me go, because every time I wanted to go, he was like, he would mute me, and I couldn't go until he got off. I mean, he controls my whole show.
I know. That's why he needs to be here, because then it actually functions as opposed to when you're in control.
So Perry, how was Dylan's show?
It's pretty good.
That's it. That's all you got out of it.
Must be
Yeah.
exciting.
It was pretty good. There were some awkward moments that happened. Like I thought, like for some people might go at it for a second, but
Really?
yeah, it was just I don't know. Maybe I just read it into it wrong, but yeah, there was
Why?
I don't know. But overall, it was pretty cool.
Why would people go at it after about a movie that came out 2 years ago?
I have no idea. It was just awkward.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Chaos was there. Chaos was there. Chaos made it
That's
super
probably
fun.
why.
It really
It was chaos,
surprised
wasn't
me
a
on
fight.
how good Prey was.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
cool.
it was good.
I did not expect it to be that good.
Yeah.
After the past couple of Predator movies, and with this one being, from a streaming service, I was still going to watch it, but my hopes weren't. And that might have been why I thought it was pretty good, is my hopes weren't, high for it. She's your fluffer, and you're just the key grip.
Oh shit! Don't do that.
Well, then I'm gonna have to get off of here because I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna do.
What did you do today that makes you so tired?
What did I do today? I finished the sheetrock in the basement and got a coat of paint on it. I'm finally trying to finish up my basement remodel. I went to the grocery store. I did laundry. What else did I do today?
So what are you doing in the basement for?
Because it desperately needed to be. Well, I've been working on the basement for like 4 years, and every time I get almost ready to finish it, like I've spent money on something else, and I had to wait. So we're finally like gonna get it done this week. So
What are you putting down there?
On the walls.
I redid all the. Basically, they had wood paneling down there, and they had a nasty drop ceiling, and they had like this ugly ash linoleum floor, and so I'm putting laminate flooring in. I put sheetrock in. I put a sheetrock ceiling in. I put can lights in, and yeah, I'm just redoing the whole basement. And it was supposed to be like my new this room, like 3 years ago, and I just haven't ever gotten it finished.
But is that going to be your new?
That's the goal eventually. Is to move all of this stuff down there.
Nice.
So,
See,
That'd be
my
cool.
house is the way they built it's really messed up. Because it was an underground house that they ended up building a log cabin on top of. So the kitchen and all that type of dining room, all that stuff's in the basement. So
okay.
What? Say that again.
the kitchen and dining room is in the basement
Why?
because it's, the way where you park and everything, you walk into the basement. And that's where my kids' bedrooms are at. There's 3 bedrooms in the basement. And then the kitchen and dining room. And then you come up, and what was a living room that's now actually more the dining room area. And then I guess technically like a breakfast nook, because that used to be the dining room area.
But
And then-
okay, so everything's, and then your house is up.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm in the loft, which is like, the main floor below me has got my bedroom and the living room and my bathroom and stuff like that on it. And then I'm in the loft, which is, another flight of stairs up.
Is it like a raised cape, or is it like a raised ranch, or is there?
It's a ranch. So the front of the house, it is, you get up to like, to come in the front door, you go up 4 feet or so of stairs. Ooh, sliders.
Are you gonna eat those today?
You go up about 4 feet maybe from the ground to the threshold of the door.
Yeah, that's like mine. Mine's a 2-story ranch. I got the garage is in the basement, along with the other half of the basement's what I've been redoing, and then everything else is up on the.
So it's
First
like
floor.
so the half is garage, and the half is. So you got a raised ranch. Yo,
dude.
Yeah, Like if you come up the front walk, you come up the slope to the front door, and it's up like 2 steps up to the front door, and that's the level I'm on right now. And then the basement, you go around back, and the garage is around back in the lower level, and then that's the part I'm redoing. That's the other side.
Yeah, you get what in Mass is called a raised ranch.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Angel, are you still in a motel? Last time I saw
Yeah.
you were in a hotel.
I'm in Chicago, but I think more than likely on Tuesday I'm gonna be shipped out to Florida or Georgia.
Where in Florida?
So some of the team is already in Cedar Keys, so I might be heading that way. It's what do you call it? I know it's up north.
Mm.
Maybe like 2 hours away from Tampa.
So like near the Panhandle.
Yeah,
Where the hurricane just went in.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's why he's probably there.
That's the reason why I'm going there. Yeah. So it's either that or Savannah, Georgia.
Old Savannah.
And there's another one coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another.
I know there's another
Hurricane
one.
coming.
It might be coming towards me.
There's another what? Hurricane?
Lee.
Hurricane Lee?
Hurricane Lee.
Come on, Lee.
That
Oh,
might be
that's
coming-
great.
Another Category 5.
It might be coming towards me.
Hurricane Lee, huh?
I missed one
It's,
then.
at least
Well,
if you look at the information, it looks like it might be hitting like on the 18th, and it's heading to New York, Maine, that kind of area.
Yeah,
That's
they're talking about it might
crazy.
skip up the coast. It might, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm. That's where I am. And just to let you guys know, I have a straight ranch with a basement. That's
So race ranch.
just let you know. Hey, you know.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Joe, there's Joe again. Why don't you hop on?
Jump on it.
So Perry, you were in the show talking about Prey, that the Predator movie.
Yeah, it was really good. I wish Carolina Chris could have been on there because he loved that movie, man. And he's Native American, you know. I think he's
Yeah.
the only Native American I ever met.
Really?
Yeah, I can't think
I
of
have
any.
my Turkey Nation card.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
It's a real small percent, but I had an ancestor that was on the Dawes roll. So
That's
So,
cool.
yes, does that mean you're part Indian?
very small percentage, but
Which part?
you mean like how much?
No, what part of your body is worth Indian?
The feet. It's the feet. They call him White Feet.
Woohoo!
But no, I mean, we could trace ancestry back to, people that was on the Dawes rolls.
Really?
Dawes roll, which was, after the Trail of Tears, whenever they got everybody settled and everything.
Yeah, not me. I'm all. Every part of me came
Well,
over on a boat.
If I take a
Yeah.
DNA test, well, I have taken a DNA test, and I am 93% English,
Damn.
which is
Wow.
kind of odd to get that much in one country.
So you can actually write me an essay because you're very good.
Apparently so. My last name is actually comes from a town in England. That's a shortened version of it.
Which is
It's also short for depression. It means depression.
actually you give me that depression every time I talk to you.
But no,
I-
actually, it does actually mean depression, but not like that depression, like a depression in the earth. Is what it's
Oh,
an old English term.
I-
for
Holy cow.
basically a
makes me
sinkhole.
sad. Make me sad every time you're kicking, like when you go we're playing D&D and like you have 8 times you kick somebody's ass, and I get really depressed because like I can't get a
If you're
jab
ever
in
hit
there.
with a sneak attack, it does as much damage as my 8 hits.
Yeah, because my hand's full of dice.
It's equivalent. You just
Oh shit! Are you ready for this?
Uh-oh.
No, honestly, God, are you ready for this?
Dun,
Sure.
dun,
Okay, take a deep breath. Let it out.
You're not ready.
Oh, where was
No,
that?
I was not ready. Especially
Well,
I told you. I told
I
you.
now feel bad, Tony, that I gave you an extra minute because now she's gonna think I'm leaving because she came, and it's not the case. I will stay till
Sure,
10:05
sure.
now, just because Lady Fantastic is here.
well, I'll take it personally. I take it as
Yeah,
a personal.
she will take
affront.
it personally.
She gets 3 more minutes. You get a bonus time just because
Well, I feel so lucky.
I guess I can just go then.
You just can't
No,
leave.
stay. I like you. Come on. I'm just being mean.
I'm gonna fall asleep sitting in this chair. Is what's gonna
Oh,
happen.
Papaw, come on,
Oh,
man.
please.
Turn the
You know,
lights on.
Too old for that shit.
I am too old. That's the problem.
All right, fall asleep. Fall asleep in the chair, and that'll be great.
I'm not Perry. I'm not you. I'm not Rod. I'm not falling asleep in the chair.
Fall asleep in the chair. It'd be awesome.
I can sleep in my chair.
Do we look like siblings?
We do.
Who?
How would you know? I'm
Really?
Let's get some 23 in me up in this bitch. I'm not very bald. I don't have a
not
beard.
bald. I was gonna say she doesn't have the beard.
All right. What do you have to do for 23andMe? Spit into a vial, spit into a tube or something?
Yeah, I
like
think
that?
it's a buckle swab.
Yeah,
Which is your mouth.
what's the other one that I did? That's that you have to spit like that much into a jar.
That's-
Into a vial.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense, but that's also COVID test. You had to fucking spit
that's-
so much. At
Or
least
take
one.
Really?
it
All my
to your
COVID test was up the
cranium.
nose.
What's that, old wolf?
All my COVID test was up the nose.
I've had them a couple different ways. I have the nose. I had the and then I had they gave me a thing to spit in. You know. Shut up, JD. I won too. I won once and you won twice. So fuck you.
All right. Am I supposed to be clicking on these things or what? Hold on.
What things?
I don't know. Why you
Here's
learning?
Mr. IT.
Raging
Raging
Cajun.
There's this IT experience.
Raging
yeah.
Cajun.
And
You
Mr.
talk too much
IT
shit.
doesn't know how to pull up a comment.
I don't do that. I always expect, we just sit and talk.
Oh my God,
Sorry.
this is analog. This is
Here you
old
go.
school.
Here you go, Bobby. Here you go, lady.
Hey, Bobby, what you doing? my
Hey,
friend?
so when I was in Greece for my last vacation,
Is
the
that the
COVID
first time?
test they did on my throat. They basically gagged me with like
Whoa.
a Q-tip all the way to the back of my throat.
Oh,
Yep.
I had gag reflexes just in case.
Do
I've
you?
seen that movie?
You're not gonna make any guy happy with that guy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a bad attitude, really. It's not very.
You got to just work at it.
Yeah,
practice.
makes perfect. Blue Moon. I'm looking up and seeing if I can order beer to have delivered
there you go.
because I'm a lush.
I can't do that,
Aren't we
Massachusetts.
all?
I mean, I'm not really a lush, but I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to fucking go and get it.
I can't do that. I can't do that at Mass. I can do it on Rhode Island, but I can't do that at Mass.
All right, Tony. Good
Love you,
night.
guy. Thank you very
Later,
much.
fellas.
Oh, see ya, JD.
Stay safe,
Have a good
JP.
one.
Take care.
You know that the other day I have a friend who's from the Middle East and he's working with me here in Chicago and he wanted to buy a hookah. And there's a bunch of them in Amazon, but they won't ship them here to Chicago. So I guess they have like a restriction or something.
Yeah, on paraphernalia.
Yeah.
All right, so I
Do
can
they?
buy
I don't
one.
know.
I can
I
buy
think,
one.
I think that's something. Yeah, some
There's a
states.
store down the street from me who sells them. You want me to buy one and send to you?
I don't think he's gonna be here much longer either. I think he's gonna be shipped out somewhere else
I
too.
mean, if you're sending out bongs, I'll take one. You know.
I don't know how to put in my fucking. It's saying I'm not 18, but it's like, how do you know that I'm not 18? You don't.
You don't look 18.
I'm not.
You look like 17 and 3/4.
That's what I was gonna say.
Man, this is sad. AOE details, directions.
Hey Wolf, so I was listening to one of your shorts recently, or something that you were talking about Doctor Strange book, something about Doctor Strange being a warlord or something. That book sounds very interesting. Did you finish reading it?
A warlord? Oh, The last issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he okay, so he got brought into a war that didn't want to get into. And he was at the beginning of it, he was like, I'm Doctor Strange. I'm here to guide whatever. But he was in, and they did a time thing, and eventually he was in it for 5,000 years.
Damn.
And then eventually by that time he was like, I'm not Doctor Strange, I'm General Strange. And he was like, whatever. So they wanted to stop the war between the two factions. They had and he felt that what his side was giving up was too much to end the war. So what they did was they separated him from Doctor Strange, who started, and General Strange, who he ended up with, and they sent him the Doctor Strange back to his time, so he didn't miss a time. And they put the General Strange into a crystal and gave to him because they had to do something with it, right?
Mhm.
And so that's the next issue. I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
So I mean, Doctor Strange, for the first couple of issues, it was him and his wife and whatever, and all of a sudden they did this part where now he's like in a war. So there was no flow to that. So how do you get there? So it's like, okay. So now the next issue, I think he meets you got Doctor Strange meeting his General Strange. I haven't read it yet, but it came out of nowhere on the flow of the series. So
I know it sounds interesting.
yeah, it is. I mean,
it definitely looks like that General Strange is going to come out of that crystal and be an entity of itself. It's more than likely that's where it's going.
I went through the book, the new book, and he's an older guy with different costume, whatever. But I haven't read it yet, so I can't really comment on it. So you know what I'm saying? But
sounds interesting. So
yeah,
I might be getting that.
Why don't you?
Well, I'm not home, and I think there might be a comic book shop here near, but I'm not sure where.
Look at me being an influencer. You're not. Adam, you're too quiet.
Yeah.
It's kind of pissing me off why you're so quiet.
What?
It's making me angry. You're so quiet.
Oh, sorry. I was
Okay.
looking at pictures of my house.
You
You had me questioning some stuff, so I got to.
You take pictures of your house?
No, but the state does.
Why?
Assessors.
Do you have a bracelet on
So-
your ankle? Why
No. It's so weird that so that's like public knowledge. You can go on to, if you know what county I live in, you can search by my last name and see where my property is and a picture of my house and how it's laid out and everything.
And you do that? You check it out?
No, I was just looking at it now because that was the only way I knew of that I would have a picture of my house, because I don't take pictures of my house.
Why would you take pictures of your house?
Exactly. But
I was having a conversation with Angel about Doctor Strange, and you're over here looking at pictures of your house.
I was
and you live
listening.
in your house. Why are you taking pictures of your house?
I have not taken a picture of my house. I just said that.
Oh. Okay.
Hopefully that was set to stun.
Always.
I guess I'm not a red shirt. I'm a gray shirt. So okay. What's Star Trek gray shirt? What is that?
I just got it to work. Mama's
Yeah, what are you getting?
we were just gonna ask for an update regarding that.
6-pack.
That's not enough for all of us.
Is that
Sorry, I'm
Blue Moon?
selfish.
Is that Blue Moon?
Was it Blue Moon? Yeah, it's a Belgian white.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I'm not into the IPAs, just because they're too sour for my liking.
Okay,
Hoppy, I guess is what you would say for it.
yeah.
So I like the I like the pale ales, and I like the Hefeweizens, and the Belgian beers, and things like that. I'm not a huge beer person, but I'll have one if it's
Have
good.
you guys ever made beer?
No.
I have.
So
I've worked with people and known people that have, but
same.
personally.
And when I went to England for a semester abroad, I joined the college itself, the University of Nottingham, had a brewery society, and so I joined that. And every week we would meet up at a different pub in Nottingham that had their own microbrewery in the back, and like we would have their own like house brews, and they would take us in the back and show us how to make it. It was really fucking cool, honestly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To me, it's crazy that they do not keep their beer cold over there.
I don't
No.
like that. I don't like that. It's like room temp and they love it. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You guys are not normal.
I don't know how many we went into and people was asking, "What do you have that's cold?" Well, we have this that's in the cellar. That's as cold as it gets.
That's I've made beer a couple of times, and there's nothing glamorous about making beer at home. You buy the kit and you get the whole thing, and you do the whole thing. You mix it up and you put it in the cellar and you cap it. And it
Baking
looks,
sour bread or some shit.
yeah, it looks disgusting.
It's fermentation.
I like
Yeah.
making bread.
Do you like making bread?
Yeah,
It's
I like,
more
I like making
pleasant.
pasta. Pasta's my favorite thing. to
Okay, it
make.
has nothing to do with me making
I like
fucking
making
beer.
pasta.
So like wait your turn. So anyways, so it,
Both
and
use the yeast.
it's like, and then we strain it out. And then we made boo beer. We called it boo beer. It was Halloween, and we used a pumpkin pie base, and we used that to make pumpkin beer.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but we did it. And that's all I got. Perry, where are you now? Now you had the chance, and you took off the.
Pray went to get some beer.
But it was awesome. It was because we had this big glass bottle, and it was like
Filthy Alliance.
we kept it in the basement. You know what
Pumpkin
I'm
pie. I forgot. You said pumpkin pie.
You got a pumpkin pie?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's October, dude.
I saw
Did
the
you get that?
funniest meme.
Did you get that in what's it called, Wawa?
And I got it at Publix.
Oh, a Publix pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, so good.
Come on, Perry, eat it. You're the main man right now.
Where's the whipped cream?
It's
He's
in the
on a
fridge.
diet.
Cool Whip.
Look at this. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, how's that Publix pie?
Very good, very good.
Okay. Wow, that was so thrilling.
Thank you.
This is how bad my channel is.
And then I was also a second ago logging into my 23andMe because I was just wondering on it.
I want to do that. I want to see where I come from.
Mine was, I was wrong slightly. It's 99.3% Northwestern European. It's only 77.7% British and Irish.
So you're a Viking.
Yeah. Well, no. Over 75% British and Irish. And then 14% French and German. And then
But
3%
what is it that you have to do?
Scandinavian, and then
You
another
spit in a
6%.
jar?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you do that? You have to spin a jar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like a test tube. You have to basically fill a test tube halfway up.
And so, what information they looked
And
at?
how long does it take for you to get the results back?
Month, maybe a
Uh,
couple of weeks, not long.
yeah, not long.
It's just sequencing and getting that, and then what they use is specific primers for different loci that are known to be related to ancestral like cladistics, and that means like trees. And so like clearly different peoples and ethnicities branched off at different times, and the most recently evolved sequences that we use to determine those ethnic differences is I think it's small ribosomal RNA is actually what they use to do these analyses. But
But what did they do with that information?
What do they do with that? So that is the evolution of your small ribosomal RNA is the one that determines, basically you can use that to differentiate different groups. And so based on the sequences of these, you would say, okay, well, we see sequence similarities among Eastern Europeans. We see sequence similarities among, Africans in Northern Africa. We see sequence similarities in those in Mongolia. And so based on those sequences and the association with certain racial phenotypes, that's how they associate and basically determine your identity.
And like on 23andMe, it'll even give you a list of like just random stuff that you're more likely or less likely to have, like detached earlobes.
It should be, Joe. Sorry.
So did you do the 119 one, or did you do the 229 one?
I did the cheaper one, and I think I waited. If you wait till like
Christmas,
if you're not like that into, but you just sort of want to find out, wait till like Christmas, Father's Day, Mother's Day. But it's basically any holiday, and it'll be like half price.
Yeah, but what do they? So they have a data bank of you. So what do they do with the data bank of you?
So you actually have to make a choice of whether or not to voluntarily allow your personal information to be added to that database, or you can opt to not. And so I generally, if I were, I would opt to let them use that, because it is these databases that are actually taken and used for GWAS studies, which is genome-wide association studies, which means that certain genomes of certain ethnicities are more or less likely to have certain genes associated with various pathologies or diseases. So we would say that, certain like Jewish men from Eastern European ethnicity tend to have more neurological disorders, whereas we see certain populations of individuals in China have mutations in like their alcohol dehydrogenase, just weird shit that just happens to be associated with the different ethnicities and races. And so it is valuable, like Joe said. So part of the moonshot initiative that Joe Biden wanted to do, which, I mean, I'm not going to get into all that shit, but like it was basically money going towards the concept of personalized medicine. And if one utilized personalized medicine in terms of sequencing for different known genes associated with disease, then you could get a personalized screening and say, hey, you're actually more at risk for these things than you are for those things. And that's based on, us using primers to detect the presence or absence of these genes or the gene variants associated with the disease state.
And what's interesting is, to me, like on a much lesser scale is you can watch the countries they have you from, the percentage slightly change.
It does.
Monthly, yearly, it's not something, it's worth checking out every day, but it's kind of cool because they'll be like, oh, well, we sort of associated this with this, but come to find out it's,
well, it could stray
a few hundred miles this way.
Yeah. And you can have like bottleneck events in which you see certain genetic drift in certain areas because of, say, there's a mountain region and, people on this side of the mountain have this set of, phenotypic traits where, people on the other side have different, and it was because of a bottleneck effect, and the, environment on one side is vastly different. And so the environment selected for traits that were amenable to it. And so you had different individuals who survived.
Right. So,
prevalent.
yeah.
What?
If my sister had it done and I had it done, would it be different?
What if you find out she's not your sister?
Slightly.
It
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
because I
There
haven't
would be
had
a
it
lot of
done.
overlap. There would be similar overlap, but there might be slight variation simply due to the fact that you inherited different genes from each parent, right?
Okay,
So you
because
don't know what, sorry.
because
Yeah.
my
So-
sister had it done years ago, and I haven't. So I'm like, okay, all right.
Well, basically that. I mean, it's kind of a by proxy. So you're not going to be very different than your sister.
all right. So I just
So
if I
I had
read
it done
hers, I'm all set.
and my son had it done, and it shows like he's 44% chance my son.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank God.
I mean,
Not very good.
well, I mean, not 44% chance my son,
That's
but
a
he
Maury.
inherited like
This is a Maury
44%.
episode.
Yeah,
right now.
you are not the father.
This is a Maury. You are not the father.
Traits from me,
Yeah. And so it's around 50-50. You're going to get about half from your mom and half from your dad. And so
Yeah, exactly.
sometimes
Yeah.
it might be a 56-44 case in your specific, but it's roughly
Yeah, because I'm if I go by what so if I have her 23andMe, whatever, should I spend the money on getting mine if it's already done for her?
So if
They
it
came
was
from the
me,
same person, we
you're not the
came
same
from-
person, and you have different environments, and I'm not sure, so I would just straight out of curiosity check, because just because you guys are in the same family doesn't mean that there might be some dominant or recessive genes that she received and you didn't, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And so
I
that'd
get-
be
I get
interesting to
the
know.
benefits.
I kind of want to
was
get
just-
done. I've been
I was just
looking to get
watching
done
the-
the one that shows the possibilities of having like health issues,
Yes.
or like
Yeah.
what
So
if
that's-
my kids like down the line may suffer from a situation, because from what I heard, so I was adopted, right? So from what I heard, like 3 generations back, I think like my grandparents were actually like cousins.
Okay.
So that doesn't show up until like the 4th or 5th generation when they start having issues. And I want to know if I'm that generation, or maybe the next generation, which would be
Okay.
my kids.
Yeah. And so the way one goes about answering those questions is there are geneticists and genetic testing teams that you would consult with through like your doctor. They would recommend you to a genetics department, and they'll do a certain thing called karyotyping. And what karyotyping is getting all of your different chromosomes, each pair. So you have, I think, 23 pairs, like 23andMe,
Yep.
and they will look at each of those sets and check those chromosomes for popularly or widely known genetic, or what they would call congenital diseases associated with heritability of chromosomal material. And
Yeah.
that's how you would find out if you had certain markers or were recessive, or, what is it? Heterogeneous or whatever. You'll find out that shit.
Yeah, the Europeans. I get the same issue with my family about cousins, stuff like that. So it's all that European stuff. It's like I don't understand that stuff.
Yeah. I didn't realize this, but I found out, and my mom told me that I think it was her great grandmother, so her grandma's mom was half Cherokee. And I was like, shit. I mean, I have a very small amount of that. So that's why I'd have these, because you hear these family stories, but then it's like, I'd like to validate it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so,
unless you have the right paperwork, it is about impossible to validate that.
right. I mean, well, I think, genetic information is more informative than, generational stories.
Is there a casino next to you where you can make some money off of?
I'll try.
Was it, like I've, my grandfather's grandmother was 100% Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
And she could trace her lineage back and direct, ancestors that was on the Dawes roll and everything. So anyway, I've able to get my Cherokee Nation card, but like in the DNA testing, that doesn't show up at all. For one thing, because one main reason of that is the Cherokee as a general group, haven't allowed themselves to be tested as a group.
Well, it's just to me kind of fascinating because when I think about it and when I see pictures of like my great grandmother and then my grandma on that side and her sisters, um, the prominence of their cheekbones and they're all dark haired, but they're very beautiful, but they've got very distinguished features that one would associate, like especially the cheekbones and the nose.
Mhm.
I can really see it, and now that I know it, it was like, damn, that's interesting that I have that information. But I would prefer to get like a 23andMe because I'm from, like, my background on my dad's side is like basically purely German. I mean, we were like poor workers from Europe that came to America for a better opportunity because there was so much land in America, and Germans were known for good domesticators of land. They were just good farmers, right? And so that's why my family came over. They were always pretty much dirt poor. We started out like getting a plot of land because my family fought in like the revolution, so they got a plot of land in North Carolina, but it's like not fertile at all. It's just all rock, right? And they slowly moved west, and we ended up in Tennessee. But it's just interesting to hear your history, because everybody's got one, and we're all fucking immigrants. So let's just calm down. We're all immigrants. But
So Perry, can you give me a rundown of what we're talking about, especially what Lady Fantastic was saying
Well,
about the
I'm trying to
genes?
figure out like how far away is it okay to be with certain cousins, like second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins. Like
Well,
how
and
far do
that
you go before it's
terminology
okay?
can be confusing because there's a
it's
lot of
not.
stuff genetically will be like, second cousin first, once removed.
Because I was at a party with my cousins when I was like a teenager, and my one cousin's like, "Yo, that's your third cousin. You could get at her," and I was just like, "Nah, bro, that's weird."
And see, like a lot of times,
But
they won't be third cousins. They'll be, second cousins once removed, or like something like that.
I never
Because
really understood
it's
that.
where it falls in the generation. And
I really want to know that because like my wife and I, we are gonna start trying to get a kid now, and
Go for it,
I'm
guy.
not saying my nephews are slow or anything like that, but I've noticed that.
But you are. Not trying
But
to say
they
that,
are.
but they are. In the
And
South, you say
I
bless
don't
their
know, man.
hearts.
Yeah.
You just say the truth and you say bless their heart, and then it's forgiven.
No, dude, you can't. If you and your wife want to go get, you can't.
I think and you're making an informed decision if you want to get those tests done first, because the last thing I would want to do as a parent is not know about that information and unknowingly bring a child into this world that will suffer or be disabled in a way that because it's heartbreaking.
Look, my son, I love him. He's on the spectrum. He's got Asperger's, and it from the day he went to school, we worked every day. We went to the class. We went to the meetings. They wanted him to hold him back, and we said no. He has to stay in the class with the other kids. They wanted him to do different things. I said no, because after he's out of school in real life, nobody's going to give him want him to he's got to act, be with other people, and he's got to, if you're expecting other people to do this, you're going to expect him to do this. So no, we're not giving him any extra stuff. And we went every friggin' 6 months to do this. I wouldn't change anything. Okay. Because of my wife and I, he drives to work. He's got a job. He's going to college now, and he's with the other kids. We didn't hold him back. There were special classes. We said no, we're not doing the special classes. And maybe my genes were like, 23andMe is like, hey, this is why your son is not on center. Okay, but this is my son. He's going to college. He's going to do robotics and drones. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I went to college for fucking liberal arts. So what the fuck, you know? I don't know. Maybe because my grandparents or their grandparents were cousins or whatever. Hey, my grandparents were cousins. I'm surprised my fingers aren't webbed and I can breathe on the water. I don't know, but anyways, don't let the past control you. Do it, and then, hey, my situation is this is what we have, and my son is going to do it more than I did. Okay, because friggin', you can't let the past and. Am I off center on this conversation? I don't know, but I'm very proud of him.
What Tony's saying, just don't pull out and keep pushing.
Yeah,
forward.
exactly. Stay in.
Keep it in.
I'm very,
Keep it
proud
in.
of my son. I really am.
Yeah.
I mean, every day is a little work. But he's a good kid. I couldn't ask for any more. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Yeah.
okay, I'm done.
My wife is
very smart,
to
and I don't
be a
say
mom.
that. I'm not trying to brag or anything by that, but he's like freakishly smart, almost to the point of being annoying. But whenever he was younger, we had some problems with him and stuff. Just with being, very sensitive to a lot of stuff. And now that he's, about ready to graduate, he's looking at all of, past history and current, symptoms that he's suffering and looking them up. And he's like, I think I'm on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And he wants to get tested. And I was like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I was like, if you want to later on, feel free. I'm not going to stop you, but it doesn't matter. Here when he was going to school when he was smaller, they wanted him to put him in a separate him from all the other kids and put him in special classes. You know what I'm saying? And we had him tested and whatever, and he's there. And they wanted to separate him because of that. It's like, no, you got to push him in the normal classes because when he's older or when he goes to college, they're not going to have those special classes. Yeah.
And when he goes through life is not going to give him those special classes. You know what I'm saying? So no, push him, put him in there. Let's see how he floats. He floated. He did great. He graduated. He wants to go to technology that they didn't have when I was a kid. It's like, I'm proud of the kid. I'm there for every day. But if okay, he's got issues. Have you seen me? I get fucking issues all the time. Have you seen me every week at 7:00 on Thursday? I get issues all the time. I'm just proud of my kids, and screw you. I'm gonna work on my freaking thing over here.
My wife is ready. My wife is super ready to have a kid now.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Don't worry
Just
about
don't pull out.
Don't worry.
Just 7 days a week. Just 7 days a week.
Yo, you know
Day.
what's hilarious, Perry? Because
don't worry about your family history or whatever. Do it because it was like, okay, I might get teary-eyed, but working on my daughter, there was a lot of practice because it never worked out. And all of a sudden we had a daughter. Woo-hoo! And then my son came quickly, but there was a lot of stuff afterwards. And we had to do special stuff for that. And we had my son. So having those kids, if your first kid, do it. Just fucking get it over with. Don't worry about your fucking past history. Don't fuck about anything. Just fuck her. That's it. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about anything other than her. And there you go. You get it done, and get that kid because that's the best thing in the world. My fucking son looked at me. He was pissed. I honest to God, my daughter, my son, he looked at me and pissed. I was like, "Ooh!" I gave it back to my wife. He's like, "This fucking guy's angry with me," and it's been that way ever since. He's always been angry with me. But that's my kid. I'll do anything for him, and I'll just shut and drink my rest of my wine. Shut. Okay, I'm done.
I mean, I really, I mean, I kind of wanted kids, but once my wife really started wanting to have kids, it was sort of like, well, let's wait till this happens, and let's wait till that happens, and she convinced me otherwise, and I'm glad she did.
Exactly.
I didn't wait,
Yeah,
man. I was 18.
That's exactly where we are.
I was 18. I was like, oh shit, time to drop out of college and start life.
But now I've got three of them, so
That's awesome. Yeah.
Hey Perry, so when we went to the doctors, we went to the doctors to get I don't know, like a routine or something that they offer us regarding like fertility and whatnot.
Okay.
They were like, so yeah, you need to, once this day comes, you start fucking every other day. I was like, so one day and then not the next one, but the other one. She was like, yes. I was like,
You gotta pace yourself.
yes, finally, jackpot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey, I got a doctor's note. We have to have sex today.
Yeah, I went through that. Don't even knock that. I went through that. Fuck yeah! Get the calendar out. Okay, whatever.
You got the iPhone. Oh, you're ovulating.
Oh, honestly, God, it went through. My wife's upstairs. It went through. The first child was stress every fucking time. We have to do it. Okay. It was like the second one was fucking. I don't know. The freaking just all of a sudden. But the doctor says, the second one's going to be tougher. Not at all. The first one, it was like that's a lot of fucking work. I didn't mind the work. Believe me, I'll blow my back out.
Thanks for taking one for the team, man. No, it was tough for you,
I'm sorry.
but you did your part. You stuck through.
Yeah, I did. I worked like a trooper.
Yeah, you did. Didn't even get paid.
No, I didn't. God damn it.
So our first two was easy. The third one, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to have a third child to begin with, and it was later on. My oldest is 19, my youngest is 7.
Wow.
It's 12 years, man.
Yeah, 12 years, and I was like, I kind of want to be done. And my wife was along the lines of, no, I want another one. For part of it was, she hadn't worked and didn't really want to go back to working. She really loved being a mother, So, I said, okay, we'll give it 6 months. We'll just see what happens in 6 months. And then she ended up getting pregnant, but having a miscarriage. So we extended it and then had our third child.
Yeah.
How old were you, Wolf, when you had your first kid?
Oh, I was late. My wife is 8 years younger than I, so I was in my 40s when I had my first kid.
Wow.
No, I'm lying. Late 30s.
I'm 36 now.
Wow.
And I want to have my first kid now because by the time that he goes into preschool, I'm already going to be in my 40s.
Yeah, no shit. You can do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I want to be able to run behind him and shit.
38.
No, honest to God, you got to get it done because the older you, it sounds great when everything, maybe it sounds European that you can have kids when you're older. Fuck that noise. You got to get it done now. You know, the hassle and all the thing about adolescent, when they get older and they have, like they get like in their teens, it's very stressful. And when they get past the teens, they got all these fucking problems. And you're like, I don't have the energy for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, when you're younger, you have the energy for all their problems in school and relationships or whatever. When you get my age, go talk to your mother. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I could just talk about it. I don't care. I love you. Don't get me wrong. I love you. Go talk to your mother because you don't have the energy.
I had one in my mid-20s and one in my late 30s. I can say the one in my mid-20s was much easier to wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And stuff like that with. It
Honestly,
does
guys,
not
get it
get
down now.
easier.
Get it
Um,
down now.
Can I go back just for a minute to make a couple of comments on neurodivergent individuals? Just because, like, I don't think that our society acknowledges, appreciates, or caters to a lot of individuals that are put in boxes, but it's really because the education system doesn't have the tools to save everyone. And a lot of really brilliant people fall through the holes and get labeled things when really they're quite phenomenal at certain things. It's just everyone learns differently. And
Correct.
because there's only a few ways that the traditional education system caters to learning, it really leaves a lot of people behind that are wholly capable of learning the information and excelling. But, you know, there's only so much bandwidth teachers have, and so it's a problem because I find myself, you know, I'm a little weird and I have my little things. I wouldn't say that I'm Asperger's, but I would say that, like, I'm a highly sensitive person and I operate quite differently than probably the majority of people. But you know, we need to start recognizing, acknowledging, and facilitating individuals that don't fit in the fucking box, because they're the ones that can help society progress so much further than you would ever assume. They're the
Okay.
ones that we need,
Mhm.
because they're the ones that can see things we can't. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
If everybody's in the box, then there's, so much stuff that's missed.
What's in the box?
Schrodinger's
box?
cat. But
My
anyway,
son's totally Asperger's.
yeah, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I just think that they communicate differently, but it's
Oh,
not,
totally.
you know, it's just learning their language. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin's daughter, her oldest daughter, is Asperger's. But I love that kid, and she's a brilliant kid. And, you know, maybe she didn't succeed in the traditional aspects, but that kid taught herself at like 12 years old how to play the electric guitar, and the local radio station had her come on, and she like played her favorite riffs from like Kirk Hammett, and just talked about how she loved the electric guitar. And it's just like, you know, just give them an environment where they can take things they care about, you know. But it doesn't mean that they're incapable or failures. It just means they don't fit in your fucking box.
Exactly.
Moving along.
No. Why are you moving along? It's the truth.
I just, you know, it kind of gotten into some reproductive shit, but I wanted to.
No, my son, I love him. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know I'm saying that because I really do. And if you talk to him, he doesn't acknowledge it. He's the definition of Asperger's. He is. But
My son has autism. When I tell him, "I love you, have a good night, Barry." Okay, just like no eye contact, just like
you know he doesn't.
it's not intentional.
His
either.
whole
It's just-
conversation is okay, yes. You know, it's like what you think. That's it. You know, that's it. Okay, and you take that, and that's it. But so he's in Asperger's. He's here, and I'm just telling you what me and the wife and I went through. Every friggin' student meeting was they want to pigeonhole him. You know, exactly, and that's what we did. We shake our heads. They want to pigeonhole him into a situation that was
to make him different, to ostracize him.
exactly, and we kept pushing him. You know, because he keeps he carries all his books with him. Yeah, because you don't give him enough time. He needs a little extra time to get to his locker and work his locker. Okay, so can we? You know, it was petty shit. So we're gonna give him
Sounds
extra
like teachers.
time to do this. I said, no, you can't give him extra time because he's going to miss out on the class. So why don't we get him why don't I supply him with a what were those friggin' they had like 3 notebooks in them and whatever.
Oh, like a Trapper Keeper or something.
Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
That's it. Why don't I supply him to get here as Trapper Keeper so he can get 3 classes in the same notebook, and he doesn't have to waste time, and you have to give him time like he's different from everybody else. So I went to Walmart and Target and hunted all the Trapper Keepers, and they were all gone because it was after school, and so you had to find something. Okay, I got a bunch. Guaranteed, this is like 2023. He graduated high school and grammar school. I still have 4 fucking Trapper Keepers never used upstairs because I bought every one I could find. So he wouldn't be different from everybody else. Because when you go to work, every one of us, you can't be fucking different. You gotta work. So it was that petty shit that they want to do because they wanted to
Make it not their problem. Make it not their issue. Make it go away.
Right. They wanted to block him into a situation, and that's not going to help him 10, 20 years down the line. And my wife and I, every fucking time we got out of work, whether it was freaking on site, later on was Zoom, whatever, it's like, no, fuck you. We're doing this. He's going to be like everybody else. And now, if they wanted him, if we followed them, he would be in some kind of separate situation than everybody else. He wasn't there. He had Asperger's. It takes him a little time to register. He doesn't, every time we talk to him, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. I love the kid. Guaranteed, it's he got home from work an hour and a half ago. He's probably walking around his room in a circle because he has all that energy and doesn't know what to do with it. Okay, that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? You'll say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. You would, as a parent, you have to adjust to that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's as a parent, that's what we have to do. Angel, go bang your wife. Go have a kid. Go have that kid.
I'm on break right now because I was called to duty.
But you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, don't worry about that shit. Do what you have to do. Your child may come up 100% perfect. May come in a little not 90% perfect.
Depends on how you look at it.
My children,
no child is 100% perfect, or they all are.
You can't worry about the past. You're worrying about you and your wife and your legacy, and you take what you get and you go with it. That makes you a great parent. That's it. Done.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm done. It's my channel. I can spew all that shit. Okay, there you go.
So you know what I was thinking when you were saying that back, like maybe a few years ago when I was still in school, we watched a movie that is called My Name is Khan. That's a great movie, and it's about a man who suffers from Asperger's disease. Well, is it disease? I don't know what it's called.
It's not a disease.
Syndrome.
Syndrome,
right?
Syndrome.
So that, well, English is not my first language. So we watched that movie, and if you guys haven't watched it, it's an amazing freaking movie.
Hey Tony, can you pop out share the link in the chat so Rob can jump on?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
If that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Thanks. No, the beer people said they're not going to come. So I had a 6-pack of like Blue Moon in my car, but it was like warm, and I don't know if is beer very good if it's been in a car?
You are so European.
So I'm guessing your American answer is fucking yeah, drink it.
Yeah, fucking drink it.
Okay.
You're supposed to get drunker faster with warm beer.
Actually, drink it through the straw. It'll hit your head.
I don't like.
Actually, do a handstand and chug it upside down. That's the only way to do it.
This is not
I,
common.
I had some
Cake stand.
Taco Bell
Let's do
from
the
like
cake
2 days
stand.
ago in the microwave. I still ate it.
Oh my god.
I
So-
haven't done a cake stand in years.
I got some IPA, but I don't like it that much in the fridge. But I have a Blue Moon that I shoved in the freezer, so I may have to drink on an IPA for a minute.
They should make a microwave that makes things instantly cold.
A microwave that makes
It's
things
called a
cold.
freezer.
It's called a freezer.
No, but like in a timely fashion,
like a
you know,
blast
like
chiller or something.
Yeah,
like
There's a,
that.
there's a
Blast
thing
chill.
that has ice on it, and it has water, and then you put the drink in it, and it spins.
There's
And
dry
for like
ice.
a minute, it gets colder. It gets to like 38 degrees or something like that.
Dry ice. You would put dry ice in something, or you would fucking snap freeze with liquid nitrogen. What the best thing would do is probably snap freeze a like steel cup, and then you'd throw some ice in it, and then pour the drink, and it's gonna be fucking cold as fuck.
very cool.
I mean, I got some liquid nitrogen at work if anyone.
Oh, you sure brought it on. Should have done it tonight.
Man, I used to do my university. I used to take I used to take dry ice from the chemistry building and put it in all the toilets in our dorm room. And then also I threw it in the main fountain in the quadrangle, so it's just like floating like gas coming from it. Good times.
Mr. Worris, how you doing?
Great. I just got back from my dad's. I went to 2 comic shops, and now I'm a little bit closer to finishing my Green Lantern.
Oh, you want to
collection.
show them off?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, whip it out.
It's not a lot. It's just this bag, 2 shops. I haven't even gotten a chance since I just got home a few minutes ago to put them into Mylar.
This is
So in
the perfect
alphabetical order.
opportunity.
Yeah, why not? I'll be doing it on the show.
Do
It'll
it
be
on.
like the old days.
Yeah, man.
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
This is when
Annihilation.
we first, this is when we first see him in this kind of costume. Up until then, he's still like the 1970s look. And I broke down and got this because it was only $8.
There you go.
Yeah. King stuff is good.
Can't go wrong. And I've been into final issues lately, and can't go more final than the final issue of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, what number?
This is issue 28.
Interesting. I need to remember that.
This was a bit more pricey. This was a Gambit cover that I've been looking for a little while.
Oh, interesting. It's very like Magneto-esque.
Yep,
It's like
towards
his
the end of
legs are
the series.
dangling. Like they don't quite hit the floor, you know, like a little kid.
You guys are nerds.
Next up, we have first Ghost Riders of Tomorrow.
Nice.
Ooh.
That was from
Lord.
Tate's. This was a bit more money, and it's the reason that I went back to Tate's so I could get this. I'm not going to show the price, but I was like, yo, when I started looking
Oh,
online,
wow.
There you go.
yeah, it cost twice the amount online that I got it for today.
How
Good
much
stuff.
was it? Dang.
They went up
Yeah,
that much.
$95 for that.
What was $95?
Oh, you didn't see.
That
I've
was
been looking-
$95?
The fuck?
Yeah. Online, the lowest I could find this for is about 150,
Are
175.
you fucking kidding me?
Really?
I think it's like 30.
I'm selling it.
This was a
It's
$40 book for the longest time, and I guess it just kept creeping up because when I finally went to look online to see how much it cost, yeah, it was a lot more than this. So since I've been wanting it for a while, I have all the other Josh Middleton covers for Batgirl. I broke down because I'm never going to buy it online. But I'll pay $10 for the first Ambush Bug.
There you go. Oh, I love that. That's the first what?
Ambush.
Ambush.
Ambush Bug. And then we have the first Stephanie Brown.
Well, I have that.
I have that one.
I've been looking for this for a while, Magnolia.
Ooh.
I would have sold it to you.
And I already had the 6. Well, I didn't know you had it. And this is just in the wild when I'm doing this. I wouldn't normally be looking for this online or on eBay. It's just, oh shit, there it is. And it's $10. Yeah, I'll grab it. Because here's $6.49. I have the $6.48.
No.
First full spoiler.
Doozy.
Been looking for this one for a while too. First Val Zod cover.
Oh yeah.
Because just in case, I still think that he has a shot, and they still use him in modern continuity. This is my big pickup. I know it's not in the greatest of condition, but it was a consignment over at Phil's
nice.
Comics. Green Lantern number 2, 1960.
Hell yeah.
I'm still missing issue 1, but I have most of the series on up all the way through the end.
I thought, but you have his first appearance, don't you?
Yeah, right there.
Obviously.
Yeah, right there.
And some lower ones. I got some Secret Origins.
Fun.
Those are sweet.
Secret Origins 1.
Oh,
I already have the rest of the series because I needed that issue 7 that I just got today. And the last book, Superman issue 248. This is a Lex Luthor issue. I always try and get the villains.
Who drew the art? Neil? Who's on the
I think
art?
it's Nick Cardy.
Hardy's
don't think
good.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cardi.
it might be Nick Cardy, but I can't
Yeah,
tell
probably.
because I don't see the signature on the cover. But that was the short little haul today.
Sweet buddy.
very
That's a great
sweet.
haul.
Did you see my Defenders I picked up?
No, show us.
Oh, okay.
Show us what you're working with.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
No. Yes.
I've got a number 5.
Oh, got it. But it's beautiful.
I got it. I got a number 12.
Beautiful.
You got that one too?
Bam.
Yep.
I got a number 13.
Got it.
Oh, fuck. I got a number 15.
Got it.
Fuck. I got number 28.
Got it. 2 of them. Got
Oh,
it.
Jesus Christ.
I sent you one.
I got number 46.
Got it.
Oh, fuck. 47.
Got it.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
All the Moon Knights.
Absolutely. Got to get all the Moon Knights.
Okay, here we go. Ready? 49.
Yeah.
Oh.
Through 52.
All right. 50, 52.
Got it.
74.
No.
Ah! Okay. I got a 74. I got a number 80.
Don't got it.
I'm sitting proud. There we go. A number 75.
Nope.
She doesn't have she doesn't have the later run, I guess.
95.
I have it. 2 of those.
So do I, because this is my second one. 96.
Have it. I have that Hellcat background. That's like her origin shit.
Oh, shit. I saw Miss America 2 first Patty Walker. today.
75.
1999.
You already shown that one, and I said no.
I know you didn't have it. I'm gonna pull it out. Okay. So, giant size, the number 1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
King size annual number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Slab.
75.
Nope. You win. You're the winner.
Now I gotta put it back in like. Oh no, it doesn't go there. It doesn't go there. Oh, there it goes right here. That's what I picked up.
Cool.
Yeah, no good. I went. It was Strictly Comics. And, they have their they run like 3-4 times a week. They have auctions. I picked that up.
Yeah. They're cool. I got some stuff this Friday at the comic shop, but I'm rebagging and boarding some stuff real quick. So but
You
I'll
want to show it?
Not yet, because I'm doing something else.
Okay. Excuse me.
I have priorities. When I get done with it, I'll tell you.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You guys, I haven't seen really any movies lately,
Well, who's? Okay, it's not my fault. I apologize.
except for Lord of the Rings.
I've actually been buying more physical media, like movies and TV seasons, than have comics lately.
Did you see how many movie DVDs he has?
No.
In the past 2 months,
Full
I've bought a
room.
little over 2,000 DVDs.
Damn.
How
I
much?
just got these in today.
2,000.
Hold on. We're gonna show those. Hold on.
Oh, well,
Just came in.
Do it.
Serenity.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the movie sucked.
And Doctor Who, the complete
That's cool.
collection.
That's
That's worth it.
stamp
Yeah.
of approval.
This was only $20.
Only $20?
Yeah.
where'd you get that at?
On Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 44 something, and it was like completely
So-
slashed in half.
Here's, I don't know if it'll show it.
Yo,
but-
hold on.
PLZ has the movie
I
tab.
didn't expect you to do that again. Hold
Okay,
on.
sorry.
Boom.
So about 2 months ago, I only had, I don't know,
Oh.
200 maybe.
I can't see shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it.
Oh, you got
Alright.
CLZ for fucking movies. That's nice.
Yeah. It's
Guess
pretty
you
sweet
get
because all you have to do is scan the barcode.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
Just like the
program.
other, and poof, it goes in there. And then I know what I've got.
I'm sorry that I live in the fucking Stone Age.
Oh, he's gonna print it. You know what I have to do? I need to
CLZ
go through
actually
all
And
my.
it's a slipcover.
Nice.
I need to go through. I use CLZ, but I think I need to go through all my boxes to make sure what I have on CLZ is what I have, in the box.
In real
I
life.
think I need to do that because the stuff goes out, some stuff comes in, and it doesn't. I think I have to do that.
I think you do too, and I think you should start right now.
Fuck that! My wife would kill me. It's 12
I
o'clock.
actually wanted to see if I wanted to download the app again because I deleted it from my phone.
And the VHS.
And I might have to download it again to see if by any chance the information is still there because I wanted to like if I go to a comic book shop while I'm over here, I want to see if I can complete my Walking Dead one.
This is weird.
Okay, so Perry, I
Couple of the
actually put you
Bigger
up.
things I've bought
I-
lately.
Actually put you up for a friggin' VHS. Nobody's ever gonna watch.
What do you mean? I'm gonna stream it, dude.
You gonna stream that?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hook up.
Actually,
the
Tom
VCR.
Tom Baker is the Doctor Who that I grew up with.
He's pretty good. I just started rewatching from season 1,
So
so like I went all the way back to 63.
a couple of the bigger sets I've bought.
Oh, I can't keep up with you fucking guys. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
It's the Criterion
That was
Collection of the
Oichi.
Blind Swordsman.
Oh, sweet man.
It's a great series.
And then from Arrow, Shawscope 1 and 2.
Did I show you all my Speed Racers?
I don't know if you've ever watched, the Shaw Brothers movies,
No.
the 70s mainly. It's kung fu movies, but
Dang.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What movie? I want to ask you guys, all of you. I'd like for you to answer. I mean, you don't fucking have to, but everybody has like movies that if they're kind of like feeling down or they're feeling sick, and you just want to cuddle up and like fucking watch some good shit. What's your go-to? I put this in the background and I'm in my place. I'm in my zone. What is that movie for you guys? Or
One
series?
of my favorite movies to watch is Army of Darkness.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, that's a good one. I can't. Okay. All right, Perry. Yes, same.
It's the best, dude. Like I
know.
could be feeling like shit, and like I'll
All-
put that on. I'll be in tears watching that. Man.
Yeah, Middle Earth is my home. I'm a fucking hobbit. I live in the Shire, and I don't give two shits.
That is that is good too.
I love cheese bread, wine, laughter, fucking smoking black pipes.
With me would be either Rear Window or The Rope, which are both.
Ooh, rope.
Say this.
They've been ripped and they're on my DVD player in the bedroom.
Rear Window. Is that was what?
Yeah, rear window,
Rear Window and The Rope?
and rope.
And The Rope.
They're both
Rope,
Hitchcock
just rope.
movies.
The Rope.
Just
The
rope.
Rope.
Rope. I
You
don't know.
never
what
seen
that-
it?
I don't think I've ever saw The Rope.
Hitchcock.
Oh, you gotta watch that movie. That the camera is set up on a track, so it's one camera.
directed?
And it flows through all the rooms. Oh, it's a great movie. You gotta watch
Hitchcock.
it.
I did a reaction to it. Hitchcock. It's so good, dude. It's so fucking good.
Okay.
We got you to watch it, Perry. I think
Yeah,
we
you got me to watch it. And I loved it.
Okay.
It's rear window in the room.
I also do like watching things like Life of Brian and like Meaning of Life, things like
Yeah.
that make me feel happy.
Oh, what do you think of Lost in Translation?
I thought it's good, but it's a little out there weird, you know?
Yeah.
I only saw it once, but I remember liking it, but it was not a traditional style film. But, you know, I think it had kind of a Wes Anderson feel to it. But, Bill Murray actually does quite well in those odd roles.
Yeah.
Was that Sophia Coppola directing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. And then Johansson was in it as well.
Yeah, it was younger. Oh, what's that? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta do that. No, I gotta do this. And there you go.
What is
Blind
this?
Circus.
Monty
I
Python
used to
Flight. I
love that
it.
when it used to come on. I was a
Yeah,
kid.
the
I was
entire
a kid.
series.
And
I
I felt-
used to have it on DVD. and
I had the whole
box set was
series
like
on
this
DVD.
big.
Yeah, I had that box set. It was like this big,
And now
and
it's all in here.
I had it in high school, and I got it for Christmas one year, and I fucking watched every single one and just ate it up.
When I was a kid,
But
we
now
saw
they
them
did,
like it wasn't on DVD. It was on PBS, and they were like almost new, and you
Yeah.
felt dirty because they used to, because it wasn't normal what you watched. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a little dirty funny because of what they put on. Because I saw them basically new. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love British humor.
Yeah.
I love British humor.
It was a little fun. It was funny, but a little dirty because you didn't see that in normal TV.
Well, what do you call normal? Because I think Americans are kind of repressed.
We're talking like I was 165, so I'm seeing those things like going young. So it's
You're
like,
born in 65, you're a fucking baby.
all right,
I was born in 22.
You know, as a kid watching Benny
18,
Hill
22?
and Monty
Yeah.
Python, I thought that was British humor.
Somebody mentioned Bruce Lee in the
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to talk about that, and when he died, we talked about that when he died.
that's all of his major release movies.
Wait, Tony, you remember him dying?
Yeah, it was like what 74.
Damn.
I was
Was
born
it
yet.
Really, really fucked up
Jan.
because it's just like there was no real explanation. It was
Yeah, he
pretty
died
bad.
what 74? Or am I lying?
I can't remember. I mean, I wasn't alive, but it was either 74, 77. I don't fucking know.
That's cool. You went through like such a
And
historical
one
event.
of my favorite movies.
Seven Samurai. Yes.
I need to watch that.
Fantastic movie.
He died in 73.
Kurosawa.
73. Okay.
73.
It's a
And
shame.
also I had this, I don't know, 30 something years ago.
Once Upon a Time in China.
Yeah. Jet Li is in the first three, then somebody else takes over for him for 4 and 5, and then he comes back in the last one.
Oh, fuck.
Have you ever
So
seen
I
The
didn't
Legend of
answer,
Kong
but
Fire?
for me, if I'm feeling down or if I want to watch something, like put something in the background that I know it's gonna make me happy, it's either Talladega Nights
Yes.
or Step Brothers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
I haven't seen that in years.
We just become
Wow.
friends.
If we just become best friends, yep. Anything
They're
Seth
so good.
Rogen
They
also,
play
and
so good off one
Seth
another.
Rogen and what's his name, something Franco,
James.
I'll have to
James
show this
Franco,
one
yeah.
off again, old
Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Yeah.
since we're talking about movies again.
Big Fury. There you go, baby.
I loved Freaks and Geeks. That show.
Yeah.
And if any of you guys
I remember
watched
watching this on, TV and stuff, and didn't know they ever came out with it on DVD. And then I got it for pretty cheap, and then found out it goes for about $60 to $80 on eBay. So
What's that?
I think I may sell it.
what is it?
Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, it made just because like there's
Well,
yeah.
it's not in print anymore and hasn't been for several years, and it was made for TV movies, so
Oh
they
shit.
didn't make it too much to begin with. but starring
So,
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury.
That's hilarious.
Wolf, you mentioned that watching a show when you were younger make you feel that like it was naughty. I remember when I was a kid, my aunt used to take me to the movies every Sunday, and when I was like maybe like 9 or 10, we watched 8 millimeters. It's a Nick Cage movie, and it's
Yep.
about prostitution and shit. And I was like, what the
Snuff
fuck is
movie.
going on here?
Snuff film. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big
That's
naughty
wild.
one. Oh shit.
I used to be a really big Nick Cage fan after watching Face Off for the first time.
That's a good one. I
That's
like
good.
National Treasure and Ghost
I
Rider.
love
I
Raising
love
Arizona.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those films.
There was one where he's a detective in Louisiana, like he's fucking crazy.
I love
It's a really good one.
Coen Brothers movies.
Hey, Worst, you still alive over there?
Yeah, y'all are talking. I'd say try The Killer and Hard Boiled, Chow Yun Fat. Those late 90s, or late 80s, early 90s gun fu films.
Mhm. Yeah, I have a whole section.
No one's ever seen any of those.
Kung Fu.
Oh.
No, I've got it. I've probably got several hundred Kung Fu movies.
That's
Dang.
awesome, brother.
That's that and horror is the bulk of my collection.
See, I can't do horror, but like all of my guy friends are really into it. Like that's their jam.
What's your favorite horror movie? That sounded like a Scream quote, right? So, what's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
I don't have one.
I like so many of them for different reasons.
Ugh.
I guess if you go kind of not totally classic, but kind of falling back to the Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead stuff.
I enjoy that one. It's campy. It's,
Yeah, it's campy. It's not, really
I mean,
scary.
horror wise, I'm big into like anything that has to do with zombies, but I try to stay away from anything like spiritual. Although I watched Smile like 2 years ago, and that was such a good movie.
That's the shit that scares me the most. Like Exorcist scared the living shit out of me as a kid.
Exorcist 3 is really good though.
I watched it in the 3rd grade. That was probably not a good life decision.
Exorcist 3 you saw in 3rd grade?
No, 4.
Have you guys seen Smile?
I saw the first Exorcist in the 4th grade. My bad.
Okay.
You should watch it, Perry. He's really good.
Yeah.
There you
I watched
go.
like The
That's your
Conjuring.
show.
I did a reaction to The Conjuring at like 9:00 at night, and then I got real scared after I turned the movie off. I was like, "Damn, I don't like watching stuff like this, bro." Like,
Hey,
the
did you
spirits and shit.
watch the first Nun?
What?
No,
The
I
Nun?
didn't. I didn't watch the Nun.
Never seen
the
The
Conjuring, the Nun.
No.
No,
Yet. 9.
Because they got a second one.
Yeah, it's in theaters now.
Yeah.
There's a Denzel Washington movie that I really like. That it's about the devil. I'm not sure what it's called, but I know that the big thing of the movie is that the devil like singing a song that goes something about good luck or something like that, and he tries to beat the devil at the end of the movie.
Really?
It's a really good movie. I don't know what it's called right now, but
Well, I guess I have to look it up.
They did that in Tenacious D too, like Jack Black, like versus.
Tenacious D.
The song that he sings is
Zombies.
it's life is on my side. Yes, it is. Whenever he's the devil's taking over somebody, they'll start singing that.
Oh,
Who's the main character in that?
Denzel Washington, and John Goodman is also in it.
I love John Goodman. He was really good in "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" as Cyclops. I really liked that because, you got
Fallen. They weren't Fallen. 1998 American supernatural thriller.
I think I remember you.
that's
I
the
think
one.
I remember that.
There you go. Okay, Perry, you got to
It's a
watch
really
The
good
Fallen.
The Fallen.
Oh, wait, isn't that they jump from body to body to body?
Yep.
What did I watch this week? Oh, I watched Cujo this week.
Have
Yeah,
you
that's
seen
about a
Silver
big-
Bullet
that's a big
before?
freaking St.
I haven't
Bernard.
seen Silver Bullet.
You need to see Silver Bullet, bro. And
Yeah.
you've got to have seen Pet Cemetery.
Why
I
don't you
haven't
read
seen
the
Pet
book? It's
Sematary.
much better.
I did The Howling like 2
The
weeks
second
ago.
one's okay. I mean,
The Howling was
Cemetery
great.
the
2?
remake.
You got to read the original Misery.
Oh
Very
my
different from
God,
the
that
movie.
one.
Get the book on tape. Get the book on tape and just listen
Yeah,
to the
that'll
book.
work. Like there's a scene in the movie when they use a mallet on his legs.
Don't be.
when
It's
in the
called
book-
hobbling. Don't be a dirty bird. Yeah, it's called hobbling, and it's the craziest shit.
Well, in
Ugh.
the book, they used an axe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's intense.
This is a kind of interesting horror movie.
Audition.
Audition.
Oh,
Audition?
hell
Who did
yeah.
it?
What's
And,
that one,
and if you
Rob?
haven't ever watched any of Takashi Mike's stuff,
Okay.
who's the director of it,
Fuck.
his stuff, I don't know, like Ichi the Killer is one of them, and it is probably about the bloodiest movie I've ever saw. Not necessarily the scariest or anything like that, but I mean, it's just like blood flows like water, you know.
I can't. Blood.
Don't
does,
drink
I
the
don't like,
water. Blood in the water.
Audition isn't near as bloody, but still, it's
It's more psychological.
it's
so
very
I-
psychological.
I like psychological
It's-
thrillers, and I also like stuff like with really weird, fucked up, like Silence of the Lambs. That shit was
Try
crazy.
Audition then.
I've seen Creep.
So,
Creep's a
Lady
good one.
Fantastic. Listen, this is the premise of Audition. It's about this guy that just lost his wife,
Yep.
and he's really sad. So his friend says, "Hey, why don't you just hold an audition and make it look like a movie?" So he does. He has money. He has different women come in, and this one holds his attention. And as it turns out, she's fucking crazy.
Oh.
And it gets to a point when he might start losing things that he will miss. And I don't mean
You might losing things.
possessions. I'm talking like Misery.
Nice.
It's good.
I don't like that shit.
I
remember
rewatched
that
Desperado the other day because I wanted to see something with Selma Hayek in it, very young, and
She's
the
cool.
movie's kind of funny as hell because whenever he calls his friends, there's the scene where he calls his friends just show up to die, and they don't even say a word.
I think
They showed that.
Wait, am I thinking Desperado or am I thinking from
Yeah,
Dusk Till
Desperado.
Dawn?
Dusk
I
Till
keep-
Dawn is where she's in a skimpy bikini.
Oh hell yeah, that's a great scene. And she does something very similar in Dogma.
I
But
love
at
it.
least in From Dusk Till Dawn, they killed Quentin Tarantino right away.
In Dogma, I love the fact that George Carlin plays like the priest, the cardinal.
Buddy Christ,
It's Buddy Cry.
we're taking the church into a new era.
Love George Carlin so much. Y'all don't even know. I got to see him live In-
So lucky.
in 2000 during his You Are All Diseased tour. I think it was You Are All Diseased. It was either that one or It's Gonna Kill You.
Hey.
Hello. There he is. That's the guy. That's you.
I love it, Buddy Christ. There he is.
Yeah.
You know something? That's an awesome movie. That is totally
It's a
awesome.
great movie, and it's a great commentary on religiosity.
Unfortunately, because of Harvey Weinstein and Miramax, he'll never get a chance to re-release it
Why?
because it's owned by them, just like Chasing Amy. That's why if you try and find the DVDs, they're like $200, $300. They're all
Really?
out of-
Dogma is free
Which one are those?
access on YouTube. Dogma is on YouTube for free. You can find it.
That's a great movie.
It's a
It was
wonderful.
a way for Harvey Weinstein to kind of fuck Kevin Smith because Kevin Smith early on came out against him.
Yeah, well, Peter Jackson did not like him either, and he like dedicated a character that basically represented fucking Weinstein. And it was an orc. goblin dude. And when it was they were showing the Weinstein brothers in the credits, they showed it on a scene with 2 orcs. It's
Yeah, you're not kidding. Those fucking things are expensive, huh?
Oh, you just looked
Wow.
it up.
I just put it up. I put Dogma Film, and I hit shopping, and it's like $200, $70, $170, $150. Honestly,
I have it,
It is
but
one
I
for
will
$10, $20.
Yeah, I'm never gonna sell it because that was like my childhood, even though it was college.
It's a great movie. It's totally anything that takes Catholic theology and makes it more human or gives a little tweak. I love that stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't making fun of it at all.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He was being very respectful, if anything.
It just
I mean,
gives
Rich
a
came in with
different
a little
angle on
much.
it. It just gives a different angle. I mean, I went to parochial school and everything is. And then you watch this, and it just puts instead of this, it kind of puts a curve on it.
Yeah, I can't remember which movie it might have even been. Dogma. God had to have a sense of humor because he invented the platypus.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what's up, Barbarian?
Yo, how you doing, man?
How you doing?
Barbarian?
How you doing?
Dr. TMNT, thank you.
That's how I say things. How you doing?
How you doing?
I've been thinking about getting into that hobby of
I got that
looking
one.
for DVDs, like expensive DVDs to resell. Because now since I'm in the States now, there's a whole bunch of like Goodwills around here and the Salvation Army stuff. Because
That's
comics, you're not gonna hit a jackpot anymore with comics. You're just not. Stores are way too aware of that you're looking for some books. So like I was looking into getting into DVDs to see if there's any money to be made there.
If you can find old Criterion Collection DVDs, they are worth a fuck ton.
Boom,
A lot
Angel.
of what I've been showing.
You
been
connect with
cracking,
Adam.
including this one.
Look, again, another one, Lost Highway. You connect with Adam about what DVDs are worth something. There you go.
Who's Adam?
Me.
Huh?
Game airs. I'm sorry. I let the
Game-airs.
secret
I'm
out.
sorry,
I
Adam.
let the secret out.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
fine.
sorry.
I didn't know your first name, man.
Ragman.
Ragman.
I saw a video the other day that I think is
Sweet.
Don't Be a Menace or something.
Yeah.
It's worth like $80 or something like that.
Y'all remember that
Yeah,
movie?
Society while drinking your juice in the hood. I remember that.
A lot of them. A lot of like. There's quite a few movies that are worth quite a bit on Blu-ray. Not a whole lot on DVD.
What about Laserdisc?
Do you have like a
Some of
like a
Laserdiscs
price
are
guideline?
more of a collector's item than anything, but some of them are worth quite a bit.
Yeah. I think like E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind and shit are on Laserdisc. Superman. First one.
Abyss.
But
I remember selling those when they were new, the players, and they had the discs everywhere.
It's old
Fucking-
school.
I've got a Laserdisc player out on my walkway out here but I have no laser discs. So, but I picked it up at a garage sale for I think 50 cents. So
150 cents.
but then I got it home and it's it comes with a remote and everything, and it's like a Sony, but it's not made for normal TV. It's normal TVs. It's made for like a industrial, and everything on the back is what's those old coax connections? You know, that you twist and do the half turn.
The RCA stuff or
No.
coax?
Yeah, if you've been in IT long enough, do you remember?
It's like what we would see as an ST connector where you
Yes.
put it in. And you,
Yes. That's the only connections on the back. Are that?
Yikes. That's how
Yeah.
I have like no way of hooking it up to a TV.
So what's the difference between a laser disc and a DVD. Is it the size or something? I don't know. I
Yeah,
never.
It's
were
just like the
seen
size of
one.
a record.
Yeah,
It's
the
the
laser
size
discs
of
are
a
the size of
record?
like
Yeah.
They were huge. It was a
And-
thin plastic, and they had the labels on or whatever, and you put it in. There was a little door went, and the disc would go in.
And a lot of them would be double-sided, or they
Yeah.
might even have more than one disc for
Yeah.
a movie. You'd like have to flip the disc over in the middle of the movie.
Like I see,
like
I seen,
intermission.
I had some of those,
Like an
but
8-track.
those were DVDs, and like if it was part one and part two, and one side had part one, and then you can flip it, but it was DVD size.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the compression was so low on. Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Umberto Ramos.
Compression was so low on in size capability on Laserdisc that they, even like a normal 2-hour movie would, if it went over, I think it was an hour and a half or so, it would have to be on more than one disc or more than one side.
Yeah, could you imagine watching Something About Mary and halfway through the movie? No.
I loved that movie.
I'd expect that on Titanic.
There's
Yeah.
Not an
something
hour and a half rom-com.
about Mary.
I'm trying to find a picture of it that this is not outside the box.
Mary.
But I mean, they were like
Jesus,
they were like records.
Something about Mary.
There's
That-
a bunch of VHS that I'm taking a look at, like originally from Disney. Those are worth like $900. There's
People
one
a lot
from
of times
the Beauty
price
and the
them that
Beast.
way.
It is,
It's like
Bobby.
$2,700.
You
That's
see,
like-
you see how big they were? They were just like records.
It's huge. Yeah.
Oh shit!
But I can't. I'm trying to find one that's in the.
There's one with a guy with his hand.
Okay, that's not it. I'm looking for. Where?
Scroll up just. Yeah, right there. You just went past it. See his hand? So
Right
you
here?
can see the size of it. Yeah.
What's the Black Diamond scam? True.
Black Diamond skin? Where you see that?
I don't know.
Which-
In the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm guessing he's referring to Disney VHS
Or,
because a lot of people put a gigantic value on a lot of Disney VHS tapes, even though they won't sell for that. They will price them at hundreds and hundreds of dollars, even
Yeah.
though you can pick them up for 50 cents at a lot of places.
Okay, so you see how this was? It was laser that it was in a thin.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was.
I'm trying to think of the name of that other movie type that was the cartridge that was about the same size as a laser
Oh,
that came out around the time of, I guess it was a little bit after VHS, but the quality wasn't that much different.
I got this book from Barbarian Kung Fu. It's a Jessica Jones with Stan Lee on the cover.
oh, very cool.
Yeah. I'll plug Barbarian Kung Fu every Wednesday on his IG. Barbarian Kung Fu sells
Yeah.
stuff. He puts out great books.
And I think he's on. Is he in the auctions too? On Stricken Comics?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep, I seen him.
He gets around. He has things.
He's got things.
On Strictly and Beta Ray Jim.
Betamax. Kung Fu Guy has great comics for cheap. It's true. I got an awesome Marvel .1 first appearance of Kamala Khan 7.0 slab for $40 from him. You can't beat that.
CED is what I was thinking of.
What was that?
CED, capacitance electronic disc, is kind of the cross between a laser disc and an LP.
Interesting.
Record in LP. But they came in like a cartridge and opened up kind of like a floppy disk. But they were the size of a record, basically.
Yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. We had those. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Alex Ross, baby. Yeah, I'm just like rebagging and boarding some stuff that like when I get in new Mylars, I slowly am transitioning my entire collection to it, but like, you know, chunk at a time because you know, Mylars are not cheap, right?
No.
So
So you always put your stuff in Mylars?
do I always what?
Put your stuff in Mylars.
Not always, no. I try to put my stuff in decent stuff, but I'm
At least an OPP, right?
I use OPP, which is
You know me.
yeah, biaxially oriented polypropylene, which just means like the way in which it's oriented is in like a perfect crystal lattice, so seeing through it, like the clarity is much higher, and it's just like a poor man's what do
This
you
is
call
why I
it?
love Lady F.
Mylar. But anyways, yeah. And then like when I get the money to get Mylar, the actual stuff, I will transition from OPP to the OG Mylar.
OPP.
OPP was what I was getting for max protection for quite a while.
There you go.
Yeah, they do. Yep. And so does what is it? Comics? I can't remember. Comics Pro or some shit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, and it's for me it can be therapeutic just to bag and board, keep your hands busy, get through some stuff, mindless, whatever, dude.
Accurate.
It's fun. It's
All right,
also-
everyone. I have to get some sleep.
all right,
Yep.
old man.
I need to too.
It's
Oh
12.
man, I've been going. It's already
Planned
past.
on being off of here over an hour ago. So
Yeah,
I think hey Rob, do you want to go live on mine?
Yeah, sure.
there you go.
I'm
Everybody,
waking
hop
up.
over to Lady F's channel.
Yeah, we're
I don't
probably
even know how many people are watching. How many people?
I was
are watching?
warming up my sliders.
your sliders. I'm gonna I'll be on there and you guys can just join me. So I'm gonna set that up. But
Yeah,
anyway,
set it up.
all right. I'll see y'all. Take care.
Hey,
Get some rest.
Love you, everybody. I appreciate this.
Love you, bye.
Love you too, buddy. And thanks for being so, open and accepting of all the weird ones. And you have us on.
Always.
Yep.
Always.
Not all of us.
All right. See you in a few.
See ya.
Bye.
see ya.